Live, and we are basically going to do an analysis or a forecast for the coming week. I'm going to share with you guys my trading plan for what type of setups I'll be looking for, and also I'm going to answer the question: should you invest right now? That is the question a lot of people are thinking right now, especially since the markets have dipped a lot. If we look on the futures, we look on the Nasdaq, we can see that it dipped 33% from its highs. And once we see a 20% dip, we have officially entered a bear market. So it's been in a bear market for a while, and what follows bear markets is usually recessions. So if you look at the past history and you look at the recessions that we've had, they always came after a bear market. So, people may be thinking, okay, should I invest now? It looks like we have a solid bounce. Should I invest? We have a bounce worth 20% on the futures on Nasdaq, right? Now, in my opinion, I would just be very careful, okay? Because I don't think that this is the end. I actually think we're going to come back and we're going to test 11,000 on the Nasdaq, and we might even break through and potentially reach the 10,000 range. Okay, so I want to do a little bit of analysis for the coming week. Okay, so I did a breakdown yesterday, and we're on the daily time frame. And so no, I didn't do a breakdown yesterday. Last week I did a breakdown. I basically told you guys, I said, okay, you guys can take a look at the video, but I basically said, okay, this is where we were. And this is where we closed on Friday, and I said we're gonna see, I said we're gonna see a retracement, and then I'm gonna go long at around this trend line. Okay, now we hit the trend line. I went long around here, and I said that we could consolidate like this before making a direction either downwards or upwards to the next range, which is this blue rectangle, right? And I was playing the long side. So I was looking for the long opportunities to take up until this blue zone. And that's what I did last week, if you take a look at that video. And this week, I'm gonna do another analysis, okay? And I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I'm looking to trade. So let's start with the Nasdaq. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's see how it ended on the weekly time frame. And we can see, that the buyers are slowing down a bit, but they haven't slowed down a lot, okay? I do think it's okay to take shorts next week, but I do think that there are going to be long opportunities as well, right? So if we jump to the daily, we see our first red day that happened last Friday. Now, what I see happening is we kind of come down here, bounce up, and then either choose a direction to blast through this zone or come back down and retest this zone. Okay, so if we jump to the 30, what I'm going to be looking at doing is I'm going to be looking I'm looking for both longs and shorts. Okay, so what I see happening is we are gonna consolidate in this range here. Okay, so we're gonna consolidate in this range until we break through to the upside, and we basically blast through this zone, or we break down to the next support zone, which I was mentioning to you guys about. So what I'd be looking for is I'd be looking at trading the range. So opening longs here and maybe laddering in. So maybe along here, okay? Because we could see a false breakout, and I do think that the buys are going to be stronger, okay? So I would ladder in on the long side, and I'd be looking at how price reacts here on whether I should exit or not. But I can definitely get a really good risk reward ratio here. I could get, you know, something like, I could easily get a 5-to-1. So, you know, maybe risk 1% to gain 5%. And then I'll be also looking for the shorts and opening shorts around here. Okay, I do think that, like I said, I do think that we're more likely to blast through to the upside. So I'd be looking at opening longs at this sort of trend line here. So not around here, but around here, okay? But I'm gonna be playing both sides for the longs and the shorts because we do have a slowdown of buyers and we are still bearish on the higher time frames. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. So that's my thoughts on the Nasdaq. That's what I'm going to be playing on the Nasdaq. Let's go to oil, crude oil. So crude oil is at a support zone. This is a really good zone to go long, but you have to be really, really careful because we are dumping on crude oil and we could very well see a test of this level. A test of this level here, okay? Right here, which is $84. And we're currently at 87.83, right? So what I'm looking for, this is the daily time frame, by the way, and it isn't looking too good, but this is looking nice. This is a spinning top. So here we could actually see a really good bounce to the upside to retest this zone here, okay? And that type of move is literally 5%. Now, if you're trading with leverage, you can make a lot with that 5% if you can get a really good entry. Okay, so what I'm looking for crude oil next week, I'm going to be looking for shorts. Shorts are going to be more in favor than longs. So you can play longs, but you're better off to take shorts. If you're a beginner, you're better off to take shorts because you're more likely to capture some decent profits with some shorts. And you can ladder in on shorts because what we could do next week, we could push up, but we'll probably push back down and either blast through to the downside or end off in like a doji, a spinning top, something like that. So I'll be looking for shorts and I'll be looking to open shorts at the 200 moving averages or at the next resistance zone, which is here. So I might take a long if I see buyers in the game. I'm gonna take a long and ride it up here. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna take a short and ride it all the way down here. We're gonna make a new low. Okay, and this is gonna be a really good risk reward ratio right here. If you can capture a good entry, you can literally get like a 20-to-1 risk reward ratio, right? So that's what I'm looking for oil. I don't really try cryptos, but let's take a look at cryptos. I did make a trade on Ethereum. If you watch my Instagram stories, you would have seen me share a bit of a trade before it hit my take profit. And this was the trade I took on Ethereum. So basically I opened a short, I was risking, so this is my entry, I was risking 2% and my gain was 4%. So I took this yesterday and this one hit the take profit within about 12 hours. So it was a decent 4% gain on the account. But let's just take a look at, you know, the big one, Bitcoin. Let's take a look at what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin is kind of in this upward channel range, like I mentioned last week on the analysis. So I still see it doing what I mentioned previously, kind of bouncing in this range until we make a breakthrough to the upside or we make a breakthrough to the downside. I'm thinking we're more likely to maybe consolidate until this gap is filled. You see this gap here? Once this gap is filled, we'll probably see a dump and we'll see Bitcoin head back down to 17,550, and we'll see it retest that level. So that's what I am looking for. I'm not looking to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum this week. I'm looking to take opportunities on the Nasdaq, and I'm looking to take opportunities on oil. So yeah, wishing you guys all the best. And if you guys do want to know what kind of software I'm currently using, you can just click the link in the description below. You can get a free $30 toward your account. And you're also indirectly supporting the channel. This is the trading, the charting software that I use, and in my opinion, and in the opinion of literally the best traders in the world, they say that this is the best charting software that you can possibly find. You're not going to get any better than this. So if you are interested in trading, this is a tool that you absolutely need. So yeah, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this little breakdown, this little analysis for the coming week. I'm super pumped to take some trades this coming week. I am going to be live streaming like I did last week when it comes to growing a $1,000 account into $1 million. So you guys can follow along. I'm going to be trading the market open. So that is going to be, depending on where you are in the world, for me, it's 2:30 p.m. Portuguese time, all right? Because I'm currently based in Lisbon, Portugal. So that's it for this little breakdown, this little analysis. Again, I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you the best of luck trading the financial markets this coming week. Anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for the live stream of trading the market open. So, peace, and I'll see you tomorrow.